Hello again, and we are now in the seventh session, actually the third one today. So I've been feeling pretty productive, even though I've only really achieved one image so far. But hey, this is a just for anyone that's new to this channel. This is AIAdventureLab, and it is the back end for the children's channel My Oh My AI. Currently, I am working on the story Dreams in a Dumpster, which is a story about a cat named Richard and a man with an eyeball for a head that use a magical dumpster to travel through time and space to other worlds. I'm currently in the second chapter. The first chapter I created, I only used 4 or 5 images, and it really wasn't enough, but um, it was all I could really do. And so I created this channel for 3 reasons. One is to grow a YouTube community around AI and AI production, because this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And I would like to help you. And if you can help me, that would be just as good. I would like to get real help or help in real time from the community, if at all possible. And also, just to let people see a YouTube growing up from scratch. This is my 7th installment of doing this. I'm not sure if it's interesting, but the other My Oh My AI is also being grown from scratch, which is a comic strip narrated children's channel. Anyway, I'm going to take us into the story. Now, it does take some time for chat. I use ChatGPT. I am learning that there might be better engines out there to use, that ChatGPT might not be the best for what I need. Now, some people have recommended Midjourney, and so I think I might tinker with that. It doesn't look easy. It looks kind of codey, but that's okay. I can probably puzzle through it. For now, I'm using ChatGPT, and I continue to use ChatGPT for the near future. During the time it takes to generate an image, I do read some facts. And because the main character in this story is a man with a giant eyeball for a head, I have decided to make the fun facts be eyeball related. And the fun facts are generated also by ChatGPT. In my opinion, they're, maybe not so fun, but better than sitting here watching a circle go around and around and around, right? Okay, here we go. So I thought, because this is kind of a dynamic part of the story, it's not just dialogue. There's things happening. I thought that I would read this section in order to get an idea of what these images have to look like. It's not just a matter of just putting people in a setting. We actually have to have these people doing something. So I'm just going to read this yellow text that I highlighted. So in this story, Pupil and Richard have traveled to this world. In order to get back to their dumpster, they're going to have to solve some puzzles, use compassion and friendship and collaboration and all that in order to do it. And this is the first puzzle, and it is an elemental puzzle where air, water, light, and earth have to go in the correct order, and this will unlock the bridge to the next island. So I'll just read through it. Intrigued, Pupil and Richard followed the cloud's instructions to a large floating platform. In the center of the platform stood a series of intricate glowing symbols, each representing different elements of the floating world: air, water, light, and earth. The puzzle requires you to align these symbols in the correct order, the cloud explained. Only then will the bridges of light connect the islands. So the cloud has to be there too. This is something I may have missed in the last image. I'm not going to go back and redo that one. That was that's done. Pupil and Richard studied the symbols, trying to decipher their meaning. We need to balance the elements, Pupil mused. Air and water should go together, as should light and earth. Not entirely sure why, but okay. Richard nodded in agreement. And we need to work together to move the symbols into place. Carefully, they began rearranging the symbols. Pupil used his height and reach to move the higher symbols, while Richard, nimble and quick, handled the lower ones. As they worked, they communicated constantly, ensuring they understood each other's actions. Okay, I'm moving the air symbol now, Pupil said, gently lifting a glowing blue symbol with swirls representing air currents. Got it. I'll move the water symbol next to it, Richard replied, nudging a shimmering droplet-shaped symbol into place. These two should complement each other. Pupil nodded, keeping an eye on the glowing symbols. Perfect. Now I'll grab the light symbol. It's higher up, so I'll need to stretch. Be careful, Pupil, Richard warned. I'll steady the platform from here. As Pupil carefully lifted the radiant yellow symbol, Richard stabilized the base, ensuring it didn't wobble. Almost there, just a bit more, Pupil muttered, placing the light symbol next to the earth symbol, a brown representation of soil and rocks. Great job. Now I'll shift the earth symbol closer, Richard said, using his paws to maneuver the final piece into its correct position. Everything should align now. With each correct placement, the symbols glowed brighter and the platform hummed with energy. Finally, as the last symbol clicked into place, the platform emitted a brilliant light, and translucent bridges of light connected the islands, forming a clear path. You did it, the cloud cheered. The path to the next island is open. So I'm looking through this, and I'm thinking, so we had the Pupil and Richard talking to the cloud, and then we had them looking at the symbols of air, water, light, and earth. And now I need to get the first one of the actions. So that's Pupil used his height and reach to move the higher symbols, while Richard, nimble and quick, handled the lower ones. So that means air and light are higher up and are the high ones that only Pupil can get, and the water and earth are lower. And there looks like there's a platform that Pupil is standing on, maybe with a ladder, and Richard is steadying that platform. Okay, this is going to be fairly complicated. I'm thinking that the first one is Pupil standing on the platform and reaching for the air symbol. Oops. Yeah. Okay, almost had a disaster. All right, so we are here. The fruit puzzle, no. Elemental puzzle. So this is Richard moving the droplet-shaped symbol air into place. I don't think that's right. I think Pupil is the one. So Pupil and Richard, so Pupil uses height and reach to move the higher symbols, and Pupil moves the air symbol. So I'm going to change that. This is Pupil. Oops. Pupil standing on a platform. Richard steadying it and moving a droplet shape. No, that is not right. Let's call it a puff shaped symbol air into place. Now I think I'm going to be generating these actual symbols in post. It was just too hard to get them in frame and get AI to generate them the way I needed it. It just couldn't be done. So I'm just going to try to get pupil standing on a platform with Richard steadying it and reaching up. And I think that should be enough where I can stick that symbol of the air behind his hand after. And I'll try to do that in PowerPoint. I don't have any image software like Adobe. I guess I'll have to try to do that in PowerPoint. So I think that's what the direction is going to be. Pupil standing on a platform, Richard steadying it, moving, and pupil moving a puff-shaped symbol air into place, but I'm not going to put that in. The platform glows brighter as they work together. I think this might actually be two images, one with him reaching the air and one with him giving it, and one having Richard put it in place. So I'm going to call this one step 2A. And step 2B is going to be Richard moving the puff, reaching for the puff shape air. Puff shape symbol. And then step 2 is going to be people standing on the platform, is going to be Richard. Take this away. Richard is going to be moving a puff-shaped symbol air into place. And then the platform gets brighter. So I'm thinking on the platform, they need to they have to position it on the actual platform. I don't know. Let's see what Chap comes up with. I have to say I'm not entirely sure the direction here, but let's work with this one. All right, so pupil standing on the platform, Richard steadying it, pupil reaching for a puff-shaped symbol, reaching, I'm going to just say reaching above his head. All right, I think that's the way to go. All right, and so, yeah. So this was the last image that we generated today, and obviously Chap was getting very confused. I don't know why it just starts putting eyeballs everywhere. Like I tell it to put the eyeball on the man's head, or as the man's head, and then it literally puts eyeballs. Like it can literally be so many eyeballs you can't see anything else. All right. I'm going to say, please forget these images and create a new one in landscape. It looks kind of okay. All right, now so have a man with an eyeball for a head standing on a platform with a cat wearing a suit steadying the platform from below. The man with the eyeball head reaches over his head. All right, see what we have. All right, well, that's working on that. Eyeball fun fact. First one, blinking frequency. The average person blinks around 15 to 20 times per minute, which adds up to about 28,000 blinks in a day. Oh, there it is. That is really not what I wanted. Okay, I'm not sure what to do here. Here's the image featuring an animatronic standing on a platform, reaching over his head, while a cat in a suit studies the platform from below. I'm going to change this. Change the platform to a ladder. The man with an eyeball for a head is on the top of the ladder. There is a cat standing on its hind legs and wearing a suit while holding the ladder. Okay, that's working. Fun fact number 2. Fastest muscles in the body. Chap says that the muscles that control your eyes are the fastest and most active in your entire body. And there's the image. That is not what I want. I need the cat to be very much smaller. But I like this guy. Well, I'm just going to tell it to forget these images. Make an image of a man standing on the top of a ladder and reaching above his head while a smaller man, I'll change it to a cat later, is at the bottom holding the ladder. All right. Well, that's working on that. Unique fingerprints. Just like fingerprints, no two irises are alike, making your eyes unique. I have no idea why Chat thinks that's a fun fact. It is a fact, but is it a fun fact? That's pretty good. It just popped up. It's just maybe work with this one. Okay. Use this in a landscape of a floating island in the sky. Next one. Color changing babies. Most babies are born with blue. Okay. Chat just crashed. Give me a second. Log in. And, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to get started again. Hello. Can you show the last image you created? Okay, start again. A man on the top of a ladder, reaching above his head, while a smaller person, I'm going to say a child, at the bottom is holding the ladder. The setting is on a floating island in the sky with ferns and trees. All right. Hopefully that goes. So, color changing babies. That's where we were. Most babies are born with blue or gray eyes, but their permanent color can change as melanin develops in the iris. And there it is. Oh, okay. No, that's all right. Other than it needs to be landscape, please make it landscape orientation. I'm going with it. All right. So first thing I need to do is make this guy's head an eyeball. Good luck. All right. Make the man's head an eyeball instead. I just put make the man's head an eyeball, a large eyeball. What's the odds? What's the odds? All right, while that's waiting, I wait. An average human eyeball weighs about 8 grams. Fun fact. Eyeball weighs 8 grams. That is fun, chat. Wow. How much fun is that? I'm good struggling with this one. There it is. Well, I wonder if I should even try to get it to look up. I gotta do it. All right. Make the eye look up to the right. I can't be just looking straight at me. All right. Next fun fact. Peripheral vision clarity. Your peripheral vision is not as sharp as your central vision, and it's better at detecting motion. Fun. That is a fun fact. Super fun. We're all having fun now, right? Yeah. No, it's still not generated. Here, I'll go back to screen anyway. What's the app? Oh, it's looking straight at me. The man's eyeball has been adjusted to look up and to the right. No, it has not. Oh. Okay, what do I do? If I can just get... Nice. Maybe just the back of the eyeball is good enough. Please make the image of the eye, the back of the eye. If I say no iris or anything like that, it's going to put iris everywhere. So it doesn't understand the word no. I've learned this through the hard way. Can't have it looking right at me though. That's just. Oh, I forgot the fun fact. Oh, no. Next time. Watching the circle complete, and no, this is just from past experience. I don't think this is going to work. I've never gotten this to work. I think I'm going to say remove the eye, and then maybe I can just make it a ball. Remove the eye. All right. Fun fact, blind spots. Blind spots are fun. Everyone has a blind spot in their eyes where the optic nerve connects to the retina, but your brain fills in the gap. That is true. If you do that little, the images, you put it forward and backwards. And yeah, you can do that and see where your blind spot is. It's your brain does not allow you to actually see that spot, or know that it's there, but there it is. All right. Okay. Good enough. Good. All right, now I got to work on the cat down here. And I need to put a floating cloud somehow that's talking to them. Let's get this guy's into a cat. Form of a cat. Please make the child's head a cat head. Oh. Fun fact, staying in the dark. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes for your eyes to fully adapt to darkness. I know a little trivia about this too. Do you know why a pirate has an eye patch? Because when they would board the boat that they're taking over, they would have to go below decks, and this was before electric lights, so it would be super dark down there. And there might be 30, 40 Marines waiting at the bottom of the stairs. So when they went downstairs, they'd move the eye patch from the light eye to the dark eye, and then they'd be able to see. Fun fact. Now that actually is a fun fact. Didn't come from chat. Oh, and there it is. Did we actually get something? The child's head has been transformed into a cat head. No, it hasn't. Let's try again. I'm just going to make transform the child into a cat wearing a suit. Okay. Fun fact. Eyeball growth. At birth, your eyeballs are about 2/3 of their adult size and don't grow much after. That's true. That's why babies have those giant eyes in their head. They don't grow much. Like they're like giant eyes, tiny little face. And Chad is still thinking about my order. Oh. Okay. It's I'm just gonna zoom in here. Mm, you know what? That's just weird, and I'm gonna have to change it. And it is not. It child has been transformed into an anthropomorphic cat. Sort of. So I mean, it's okay. I think we're getting closer. It actually seems this type of work seems to be working better than what I have been doing. So I'm just gonna do it again. Start with the cat wearing a suit. No, I'm just gonna make the cat wear a suit. Next one. Fun fact: eyes and brain power. The retina processes visual information and sends it to the brain, handling data faster than the most advanced supercomputer. Well, I think we're proving that correct right here and right now. I don't think there is any chance Chat GPT has much visual processing. That's for sure. Ooh, 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 ooh. Almost there, except now that Richard's naked. Um, Pretty good. I might just have to go with this. No, that's a little bikini bottom. Um, hmm. All right, I'm gonna leave the cat head and try to get the cat. See, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. That's way too big. I'm gonna need to get down to the fine detail. Okay. And please, stop with the please. All right. Put a suit on the cat. Next fun fact: tears for emotions. That's fun. Emotional tears contain stress hormones and natural painkillers that aren't found in reflex tears, like when cutting onions. Huh. What does that mean? Okay, there's the image, and Richard has gotten more naked. Um, okay. And they've removed the bottom, so let's try this a different way. Just put this on. Put clothes on the cat in the selection. I don't care what it does, just something. Fun fact: color perception. The human eye can distinguish approximately 10 million different colors. Hmm. I don't know if that's true, but it seems reasonable. And let's come back. I think it's almost done. Still thinking about it. The cat is now dressed in formal clothes. So it just keeps getting more and more naked. Shirt, tie, jackets, and pants. That I mean, I guess that there is sort of a jacket there. Let's make the jacket red, right? And then there is a jacket. make the jacket blue and the pants black. Fun fact. Seeing upside down. Images enter your eye upside down and your brain flips them right side up. No, that's true. Kind of can't remember what it's called. Camera obscura or something like that. Camera obscura. And it's kind of how cameras work too. The image is flipped upside down. It's still not rendering. Come on, you can do it. It did not. But at least it looks like more like the cat's actually wearing clothes, though. I'm just going to zoom in really quick. I wonder if I'm going to try to make the clothes a different color. Just it looks like the tail's coming out of some place weird, but I'm not going to care about that. I'm going to call that done. And then I'm going to quit out. And I'm going to see if I can't macro repair it. I'm just going to say, please use this image and make the cat wear a blue suit. I don't think this is going to work. It's definitely not going to work. That's all right. All right, fun fact. Animals with odd pupils. Goats have rectangular pupils, giving them a wide field of vision to detect predators. I did not know that. I know like an owl has a tube for an eye. It's not a ball, it's a tube, and it can't move it because it's a rod, so it has to move its head. That's why an owl moves its head. Fun. Oh, okay. That is, it just came up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this one done. I got the image I wanted, or pretty close to it. And the next one will be Richard moving that image or that sigil or whatever it is into the puzzle. I think I'm going to sign out for now. This has been fun. This is we actually got another image, so I'm happy. I'm just gonna quickly look and see if there's anything interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you very much for being here. If you have any tips to using ChatGPT, please drop them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. You all know that helps the channel. I don't have to say anything. And I'm going to go. Thank you. Bye.